you glorify you glorify his character, his qualities, and you glorify his leela. So I'll tell you. Oh, Krishna. Oh, something is coming. Krishna's name. Um, uh, you just chant Krishna's name. Yata nirvidhyamanam ichidam akudobhayam yoginam yoginam rupanirnetam hare naman kirtanam. And just by chanting name of Krishna, you'll be liberated. Hare Krishna. So how wonderful. That is glorification. Second Nama Rupa, Krishna's beauty. Once you see Krishna, you'll be attracted to Krishna. Akarsha yati iti Krishna. He'll attract you. Actually, Rupa Goswami, there is a statement. I warn you, in the evening, don't go to the bank of Kesika to see Krishna who is standing in a threefold bending form. If you really want to enjoy this material world, friend and family, don't go there. If you go there, you lose the taste of friends and family, you'll be attracted to him. In other words, so it's a reverse way of glorification. You're understanding, right?
Yeah.
If you go to Keshigat, you lose the taste for the metal world. Forcefully, it happens without even your knowledge. So Krishna will, you should to go back to Godhead, what is needed? You should lose attraction for the material world and you should develop a attachment for Krishna. So Krishna's beauty facilitates that. Guna, characteristics. Krishna is telling, he's becoming your servant. You know, Krishna's name is Bhaktavatsal. And mm, actually, I'll tell you, if you want, I can tell one verse 1 week actually. It goes like this. Krishna's name is Bhaktavatsal. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, boldly declare Arjuna, my devotee will never perish. Kshipram bhavati dharmatma sasvicchant nigachit kaunteya pradhyana hi nami bhakti pranashyati. Why? If entire Bhagavad Gita Krishna is telling, but this verse Krishna is telling Arjuna, you tell the whole world, my devotee will never perish. You're listening?
Yes.
Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling. Every verse, Krishna is telling only. Of course, in between, Arjuna asks questions. But this verse, Krishna is telling Arjuna, you declare, boldly, my devotee will never perish. Why should Arjuna declare it? Why not Krishna? The answer is, when Krishna says, sometimes he will not do, he may not do. But when his devotee says, Krishna will do. You know? So, but also that is another reason. In Mahabharata, that's Mahabharata time is 5,000 years ago. Not like today, without lying, not even one day goes forward for us. But those days, not like that. If you give a word and you miss your word, people will never believe you for the rest of the life. So Krishna said before war, he said, I will not touch the weapon and I will not fight. I will give only suggestions. So Prabhu, we speak this verse an hour actually, literally. You boldly declare Arjuna, my devotee will never perish. Why? Arjun knew, Krishna knew what is going to happen. He took a vow, he will not touch the weapon. Bhishma said, to cut the story short, Duryodhan, tomorrow either I'll kill Arjun or I'll make Krishna break his promise. Bhishma said that. So, this is Bhishma. Bhishma means nobody can. And Parsuram also, Parsuram is Krishna's incarnation, Shaktavesh. But Parsuram could not win over Bhishma. But of course, Bhishma could not defeat his guru, Parsuram. Finally, Parsuram said, don't worry, stop it. Let us stop the war. That much powerful Bhishma is. So that Bhishma, what he told Duryodhan, don't worry. Either I'll kill him tomorrow or I'll make Krishna break his promise. So he put the chariot right before Krishna and Arjun and he started fighting. And within few minutes, Arjun was only defending. At one point, Arjun fainted. And he took an arrow. Now to kill Krishna, to kill Arjun. Now Krishna had a choice. Krishna had two names, Bhaktavatsal or Satyasandha. Means he never tells lie. This is God, the supreme personality of Godhead. He has descended to this world and he doesn't lie. His name is Satyasandha. What is another name? Bhaktavatsal. Now Krishna has to lose one name here. Either he has to lose Bhaktavatsal and remain Satyasandha, or he has to lose Satyasandha and remain Bhaktavatsal. Krishna said, I don't care, I am willing to lose my name, willing to lose Satyasandha, but I want to remain as Bhaktavatsal. You know what he did? Now he is going to kill Arjun and Krishna is watching. Krishna loves his devotees. Immediately he got down, jumped the chariot, and he picked up a broken wheel. They say a broken chariot wheel. And he ran like a lion, going to jump on the head of deers. This is mentioned in Vishnu Sahasranam. Radhanga pani rakshopya sarvaprahanayada sri sarvaprahanayadon. So when devotee was in distress, Krishna was willing to go through his name Satyasandha, and he was, because he loves his devotees. That is Krishna's quality. You're understanding? But I'll tell you there is one joke here. You want to know what it is? Krishna did not invoke Sudarshan Chakra to kill Bhishma because Bhishma is also Krishna's devotee. Krishna is very tricky. Krishna knows, he knew what to use when. He did not invoke Sudarshan Chakra to kill Bhishma. Krishna is telling, hey, you made a promise to Duryodhan. Either you'll kill Arjuna or you'll make me break my promise. You'll make me lose my promise. You'll make me break my promise. I have broken my promise. Put the bow and arrow down. Bhishma said, my lord, you are coming to kill me. What else I want? So please, Bhishma left everything and I'm ready. That is when sunset happened and the war ended. So that is qualities. This is glorification of Krishna's quality. And the next one is glorification of Krishna's Leela. Prabhuji, Krishna Leela, days and days and months will go. That is Krishna Leela. One day Krishna went to the forest and there was a forest fire. All the cows were caught in the forest fire. What is the problem with forest fire? It surrounds. It surrounds. Nobody can escape forest fire. First of all, nobody starts the forest fire. Two trees come together, they rub each other and the forest fire starts. Kali Yuga means forest fire. Nobody is happy in this world. Samsara today, every day we sing Mangalarti. What is the first word? Samsara Davanala. This world is a forest fire. Not only it's happening in Los Angeles, it happens everywhere. Nobody is immune from this. And everyone is sad. That's why you need a guru shelter. So anyway, Krishna told, all the cows were caught in the forest fire. Cowherd boys were caught in the forest fire. So Krishna, they called. Krishna came. And said, what happened? Forest fire, they're going to die. Krishna said, don't worry. You all guys close your eyes. And he said, everyone close the eyes like this. Can you see my face?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Everyone close the eyes like this. Krishna said, it doesn't work like that, sir. You guys close your eyes. But they are Krishna's friends. They don't listen to Krishna. So what Krishna did, not like that, you guys lie down on the ground. Close your eyes. Then only I'll do something. Everyone lie down on the ground and close their eyes. And what Krishna did, he swallowed the forest fire in 1 second. When he swallowed the forest fire, everyone open your eyes. Everyone opened, forest fire is gone. Amazing. Why? Story is over. Why did Krishna ask them to close their eyes? These guys, when I ate dirt, mitti, clay, they went and complained to my mother, and my mother made a big mess out of it that day. Now these guys will go and tell my mother, I have swallowed fire. My mother, she will never sleep for next 7 days, and boy, I cannot tolerate that. So Krishna is always scared of Yashoda. Yadbhita vata pavati, So the Bhagavatam second canto says, which canto? Third canto. Kapila Muni, yes. Third canto says, wind blows out of fear for Krishna, air blows out of fear for Krishna, sun rises out of fear for Krishna, but that Krishna is scared of Yashoda. Can you understand? This is Leela glorification. Okay. Question is over, answer is over. I told you glorification of Krishna, Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. I told 4 things.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Next.
But
Based
Prabhuji,
on
just a follow-up.
ah,
So when we talk about the glorification, I think we did discuss this in like one of the 10 offenses that we should not preach to someone who is not like doesn't believe in the like the supreme personality of God, right? So then, like when we say we like glorify, then whom should we like? Who is the audience? Like whom should we like? What is
no.
the
There, we don't tell the glories of the holy name to the faithless. Yes, but only the Prabhuji, let me tell you. Many people glorification of the to the faithless. We should tell Bhagavad Gita. Also, same verse is there. You should not tell Bhagavad Gita to faithless. It is there in 18 chapters. So, you shouldn't tell that. Krishna says that. Then what happens is, Prabhuji, if you recite Bhagavad Gita every day, you'll go back to Godhead. Actually, that is also there. But because what happens is, if you feed milk to the snake, the venom of the snake increases, the poison of the snake increases. So likewise, for that reason, Krishna encourages not to the faith, not to speak of the glories to the faithless. Faithless means it is people who are why to speak out the glories, speak the philosophy, convince them the existence of God. Atheistic means they don't believe in the existence of God. Convince them about you remember, if you see, I took 3 or 4 sessions to prove the existence of God intellectually in the early sessions of our classes in AFM.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Because the problem is today, what is the problem of today? Atheism. People may read, some stotra, something, they'll put little mark here and there. If God is there, let him protect me. There is a if. Means they are not faithful. That is the reason, root cause of all the problems today. You should have a firm faith. For that, actually, faith it's not easy to acquire. I'm honest with you. My initial days, I also had the problem. Because Prabhuji, Bhagavatam nobody would read. We know the names. Indians spirituality means movies. That's it. No, I really appreciate you people reading like this. And I'm honest with you. It will shatter your convictions. Whatever you think, this will challenge. The Bhagavatam will challenge. Either you have to accept Bhagavatam, or you have to listen to your ego and leave this place. This will happen either. Or if you're very stubborn, you will accept. I mean, you know very well theoretically by reading Bhagavatam you'll get some faith. No, so you'll get some benefit, but you'll not follow the process. Grace has to come from guest. Grace has to be given by Krishna. It cannot be it cannot be acquired. It is awarded. I'm honest. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what is the next question?
The next question is based on verse 1.2.23 and 27. What should be our conduct while worshipping demigods?
I don't know the verses, but I can tell you without even seeing the verses. Honestly, 10th canto of Bhagavatam says, especially in Indra's teaching, Indra, what is that? Garvabhangam. Yeah. So when Krishna was destroying the pride of Indra, there it is said, Krishna says, don't worship Indra. Straight. Nandamara says, the Yajnaka, everything is ready. we will do the yajna for Indra today, and whatever you are telling, worship Govardhan, we'll worship Govardhan tomorrow. Krishna said no. Purposefully, Krishna was trying to. And Nanda Maharaj finally said, all right, we'll do this yajna for Govardhan today and we'll do another yajna for Indra. I said, no. Father, do it for Govardhan. Why? Krishna wanted to break the pride of Indra. Indra is Jiva Tattva. All the devatas are Jiva Tattva actually. So, this verse is in 4th canto. Yatha taror anisesha nena tripyanti tatskanda bhujopashaka pranopara chayatindriyanam tataiva sarvarhanam achyuteja. Achyuta. If you want to water the root tree, pour the water to the root. You don't need to pour water to the every leaf and every trunk, every branch. Pour water to the root. So tataiva sarvarhanam achyuta. Achyuta, Krishna is the root cause of this creation. So this verse is told by Lord Shiva to Prachetas. Shiva is telling this verse. You worship Krishna actually, that is enough. Tataiva sarvarhanam achyuteja. So what is that? I just want to add one point. So if you worship Krishna, yasmin tushta jagat tushtam. All the devatas are satisfied. But one thing is there. You should not disrespect devatas. Or you really want to have a desire because I have been worshipping so long, how can I stop? Some people have this. You worship them as a part and parcel of Krishna, as servant of Krishna. Ekala Ishvara Krishna Arasava Bhrutya. Krishna is the only master, rest of all his servants, including Lord Brahma and Shiva. So you worship Devata, for example, Ganeshji is there. Ganeshji is known for clearing obstacles. All right, worship Ganeshji and actually clear my path to Krishna, you ask. But specifically, you don't need to go to Ganesh temple to ask Ganeshji to clear your path to Krishna. You go to Krishna temple and you worship Krishna. But on the way, suddenly you came across, you should not reject Ganeshji. That's the point. You should, when you come across, you offer obeisances and say, clear my obstacles to reach Krishna. Devatas worshipped Katyayani, Gopis worshipped Katyayani. If you worship Parvati, she'll give you good husband. You see Rukmini worshipping, of course, there's a tradition in those days, so Rukmini did not want to, violate the tradition. Same thing with the Gopis also. They worshipped Katyayani, but asking Krishna as husband. But one thing, thumb rule, we should not disrespect devatas. Daksha disrespected Lord Shiva. Krishna was not happy. That's why Daksha has to lose his head. So, we should not disrespect. Actually, Sri Sampradaya people are very against Lord Shiva. But Gaudiya Vaishnavas is not like that. Where Lord Chaitanya was born, probably 4 feet from where he was born, you see a big Shivaling actually. And you'll see Jagannath Mishra, father of Lord Chaitanya, worshipping Lord Shiva. And if you go to Ekchakra, Nityananda Prabhu's father, you'll see Hadaya Pandit worshipping Lord Shiva actually, So because Bhagavatam 11th canto says, Vaishnavanam Yata Shambhu, of the Shiva is the Lord topmost Vaishnava. That is Shiva's original position actually. So, if you go to Vrindavan, actually when you want to speak of anywhere, Vrindavan, the Rasalila, Rasastali, entrance of Rasastali is Lord Shiva. He is the Dwarpal. He is a protector of the Dham. But in the evening, like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock onwards, he is dressed as a gopi. Daytime he is dressed as Shiva. In the nights he is dressed as a gopi actually. You'll see both angles actually to Shiva. So, you're understanding, I think, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Does it answer the question?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Next.
Yeah, the next question is, it's from the 3rd chapter now. It is, could you please help us understand the difference between Mahavishnu and Virat Rupa? Are they referring to the same aspect of the Supreme Lord? Or is the Virat Rupa something different, perhaps even above Mahavishnu in its nature? Is the Virat Rupa simply a form of representation of the Supreme Lord for beginners, or does it differ from Mahavishnu in any way?
Okay, thank you. Actually, Arjun asked this is Bhagavatam, but Bhagavatam very Virat Rupa is much more elaborate than what Krishna speaks in Bhagavad Gita. Actually, you know, Arjun asked in Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, my Lord, how you entered the cosmos? That's how he starts at 11th chapter Bhagavad Gita. How you entered the cosmos? So how you entered the cosmos in Krishna's? Then I want to see that form. Then Krishna shows the universal form. Krishna has unlimited forms. One form is universal form. Virat Rupa. Means Virat Rupa, for beginners, it gives an impression God is a person. Not that, and you'll see God as a controller, God as an organizer, and everything is running under his direction. So Virat Rupa will give you that impression actually. Arjun showed universal form 5 times. He showed 5 different universal forms. Every time it's different, not the same. Universal form is different from Mahavishnu for sure.
I see.
And one more thing, because universal form is being manifest in the material world. Every form of Krishna is eternal, with one exception. Universal form is temporary, because the material world is temporary. His Mahatattva is temporary. It manifests and unmanifests. It comes and goes. You're understanding, right?
Definitely.
That is for beginners. Actually, when you see universal form, this is amazing. But for very advanced devotee, universal form is temporary. Haridas Thakur and all never worshipped universal form. It's temporary. But Mahavishnu, okay, now I have to speak. Mahavishnu is actually, again, we'll enter, I think, when you read, eventually you'll switch to other chapters, you will come. So Vishnosta Trini Rupmani Pursakshan Yatho Vidhi Ekanta Mata Srishti Dvitiya Mandasam Stitam Trutiyam Garbhabhutastam Tani Satya Vimochade. This is given in Sattva Tantra. So the Satya speaks of 3 Vishnus: Mahavishnu, Garbhodaksa Vishnu, and Kshadaksa Vishnu. 3 Vishnus. So Mahavishnu is actually a plenary portion. Means, when he lies down in the causal ocean, from his body universes come. Sorry, multiverse. So all this, when the Brahmandas, various Brahmandas are coming from the pores. Yesek nisasita kala avalambya jivanti loma vilaja jagadananada Vishnur Mahan, Mahavishnu. There the word is there. Vishnur Mahan sahi yashikala visesh govindam adipushan tamam bhajami. So when Mahavishnu lies down, when Mahavishnu lies down in the causal ocean, so all this multiverse coming from his body actually. So Mahavishnu is the one who glances the pradhan and agitates. When it is agitated, then Mahatattva comes. Mahatattva means, pradhan means Maya in an unmanifest state. Mahatattva means Maya in a manifest state, active state. And Mahavishnu glances and he brings the time element, time factor. He brings the time factor from here, he glances at the pradhan and agitates it, and all the rebellious souls, we are injected into the womb of the Prakriti. That's how we take it. So Mahavishnu role is different. Actually, Virat Rupa is, what is that? Form that sustains the universe. That's actually, one place Krishna says Virat Rupa is imaginary also, that word is used. But Bhagavatam says it is temporary. But they're different. Got my point?
Yeah.
If you read Bhagavatam, actually, you're all intelligent, right? Your intelligence will be challenged, sirs. No, I'm saying. Or you cannot. Okay, these are all easy. So after the second canto, third canto, in Bible, let there be light, let there be creation. One line in Bible. Second canto, third canto, the creation goes into very elaborate thing, and I pray that you don't ask any question to me because some things I cannot answer. I mean, it's difficult actually.
Yeah.
So Brahma, what is that? Anyway, let us see how long it will go. But so far, you're satisfied with my answers, right?
Oh, yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, more than.
Then what next?
Uh,
Okay,
the,
Mahavishnu is. I can tell you this actually. The other day, I don't know whether you're writing Bhakti Shastri or not. So I just in the second chapter Bhagavad Gita is going on. So Mahavishnu. From Krishna comes, according to Gaudiya Vaishnavism, Krishna comes Balramji. From Balramji comes Sankarsana Pradyumna and Ruddha Vasudeva. And from that Sankarsana comes Narayan for the Vaikuntha. And from Narayan again, Ditya Chaturyuha, Sankarsana Pradyumna and Ruddha Vasudeva. From that first Sankarsana comes Mahavishnu. And that Mahavishnu is for material creation actually. From his pores, universes come, the multiverse come, right? But the universe, to sustain the existence, the Virat Rupa gives you the conception, how, okay, this is the thing. All the elements, what is that? Mahavishnu is the super soul of the entire cosmic manifestation. And for one universe, Garbhodaksa Vishnu is a super soul. For living entities, for us, the super soul is Kshirodaksa Vishnu. But coming to the whatever you are seeing, Prakriti, it is in order because of the Virat Rupa. Actually, I want to tell one more thing. You should be clear on this. Let me tell you one thing. Krishna and Vishnu, there is one verse in Brahma Samhita. They are one and the same. They're expansions. Like how? Yeah, what is that? Deepar Chirevahi Dasantaram Abhyupetya Deepayate Virta Hetu Samanadaram Yasta Durge Cha Vishnutaya Vivati Govindamadikshantam Bhajan. Okay, imagine a plate of candles. And you take one candle you brought it. It's already lit up. This lit up candle is lighting all the candles, and you put the candle in the middle. They are of the same ability. But one candle has lit up all the candles. That one candle is Krishna, rest are all Vishnu Tattva. You worship Krishna in a unreverential way. Unreverence means you worship God out of fear and respect. That is Vishnu. If you want to have I told this one time, you all heard this, I remember. If you want to have a very intimate relationship with God, भगवान से के साथ आप गोली खेलना चाहते हैं, or you want to have a very what is that, very intimate loving exchanges like Mathuriam, like gopis. Lakshmi was shocked. Hey, Nara, he never did this to me, and he's doing it to them gopis. What is this? And Krishna is taking the remnants from his friend's mouth and eating it. So very intimate. If you want to have that type of relationship, it's Krishna. But of course, little difference is there. Little technical difference. With Vishnu, it's because it's awe and reverence only to Santa and Dasya. In Vaikuntha, you don't see anybody other than that. But Lakshmi Ji is there. You don't see Lakshmi Ji playing any duets with Narayan. You don't read also anywhere. So there is, but of course, because he's lying in the causal ocean, he's doing the creation. For example, you and some people, wife and husband work in the same office. So in the office, they don't sing duets. It's office. Yes or no?
Yes.
So that's it. There's actually, you see, Vishnu, only one person touching Vishnu is Lakshmi. That too is his feet. She's massaging. And you see Vishnu, if the eyes closed, he's not sleeping. Yoganitra is not sleeping. He's creating he's involved in the creative function. Very busy. but with eyes closed. For example, what is that? One time in the Ford, they employed a committee and said, those people who are not working, you remove all of them. So nobody knows this. So they submitted they told after 1 week, we went around without the knowledge of employees. You have to remove this many people, they don't have any work. Board chairman said the first one is wrong. He said he's the guy who should be removed. Every time I went, his eyes closed only. He's thinking how to take the Ford next level. We are paying him very highly. That guy should not be removed. Likewise, Mahavishnu, his eyes closed, doesn't mean, he's sleeping. No. He's doing his act, he's, involved in the creative function. So, on reverence, you want to, with, Santan Dasya, you'll go to Vaikuntha. But same, Krishna with, Sakya, Vatsalya, Mathurya, in a very intimate way, then you'll go to Krishna. That, except this, well, of course, in Brahma Vimohan Leela, Krishna showed unlimited Vishnus. But Krishna is one. That's it. Except for the technical difference there.
Okay.
Got my point?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Next.
Okay. The next question is about, I think it's getting into technicalities, but since we're in chapter 3, like you already indicated, we have come across these terms like Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. So the question is there any flowchart or a block diagram that helps us to understand the different incarnations based on the plenary portions, original form, and the order of incarnations?
Something similar to how you showed for the Vedic knowledge, you showed like Smriti and Shruti and like all.
One minute. I'm showing you.
Do we have more of these self-answered questions, this kind of stuff?
No, I think that's it.
I can ask a couple questions in the end. Akka shared some like generic stuff, not like what we are currently reading, but yeah.
Yeah, sure. Perfect. And then we can continue after this.
Okay. If someone has to make me a host, then only I can show this. Co-host at least.
Yeah.
Roshni.
Yes, Prabhuji, I think now you can.
How do I share? Okay, 1 minute. Okay.
Oh, I see.
I think I showed this one time before. But that's okay. So can you see the screen?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So from Krishna comes Balramji. From Balram comes Sankarshana Pradyumna Aniruddha Vasudeva. Vasudeva, Sankarshana Pradyumna Aniruddha. From that comes Narayan. And this is there for Krishna Loka. And Narayan is Vaikuntha. From again him, Dvitiya Chaturyuha. Chaturyuha means 4 people. Vasudeva, Sankarshana Pradyumna Aniruddha. From this, Vasudeva comes Mahavishnu. From the Mahavishnu comes, now he is creating all the universe, all the multiverse. And they're all same balls. To create variety, he expands as Garbhodakshaya Vishnu and he enters each universe. And from his navel, Brahma comes. He is a secondary creator because, by this time, So much of creation happened actually. So from Garbhodaksa Vishnu,
I see.
actually, this is a metal world. Metal world, can you see? This is Brahma, this is Vishnu, and this Lord Shiva, this one.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Now my point is Vishnu 1, Vishnu 2, Vishnu 3. In every universe there will be these. I mean, of course, Mahavishnu is only one but every universe you'll have one Garbhodaksa Vishnu and one Kshirodaksa Vishnu.
I see.
Incarnations like Ram and Nrsimha, Vamana, they all come from this Vishnu, Kshirodaksa Vishnu, milk ocean Vishnu.
Yeah.
This Shiva destroys this Brahma, who is coming from the navel of Garbhodaksa Vishnu. She is a secondary creator. Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji.
And Garbhodaksa Vishnu is super soul of the universe. And it's not over. And from them, Devatas come. Can you see? Kartikeyan, Ganesha, all these things. So, this is now, let me tell you. Krishna, Balram, from that, this is all Vishnu Tattva, up to that Vishnu Tattva. But the moment demigods come into picture, it's Jiva Tattva. Demigods are all Jivas, including Brahma. But Shiva is not a Jiva. Shiva is not a. Shiva is also Vishnu Tattva. Actually, there is a little tie. Shiva is a Shambhu Tattva. Shiva is not, Vishnu, Shiva is not Jiva also. Though Shiva is emanating from the forehead of Vishnu, still, Shiva is more exalted than anybody. Sorry, what I'm telling? Shiva was more exalted. Yeah, more exalted than Brahma. Sorry, you got the picture?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Any other question?
Prabhuji, so all these other avatars, or like we read in chapter 3 a list of avatars, right, Prabhuji? So everything beyond like the Dasavatara is a part of this Kshirodakshai Vishnu, Prabhuji?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, in this universe, the incarnations, they are from Kshirodaksa Vishnu.
Okay, even including the Dashavatar, the prominent.
Except Krishna and Balram. When they descend, Krishna descends himself, Balram also, they descend. But rest all, whatever the avatars you're talking about, they come from Kshirodaksa Vishnu.
Okay. Then why is it that these 10 avatars are more discussed and more prominent than everybody else, Prabhuji?
They're Leela avatars.
Okay.
Leela avatars, they're associated with some activity. So like earth is drowned, so or that Varahadev lifts it up. So there, especially avatars, I'll tell you. Purusha avatars, Manvantara avatars, Leela avatars, Yuga avatars, Saktesh avatars. So many avatars. There are 6 types of avatars, and if somebody concludes other was only 10, then you understand, right?
Yes, Prabhuji. That's what we were wondering, Prabhuji, if there's a classification between these avatars, just like you said, 6 types. Yeah.
Your question, I didn't answer.
Yeah, I think that answers, Prabhuji, that we were wondering if there's any classification between the avatars. You just said that there are 6 types.
Okay, classification means that's what I said. Manvantara avataras, Gunavataras, Leela avataras, Purusha avataras, Shaktivesh avataras, Yuga avataras. How many I told?
6.
Yeah. So, like for example, Gunavataras, and again you will read very soon, or you might have read. Brahma is in the Gunavatar of Krishna in the mode of passion. Vishnu is a Gunavatar of Krishna in the mode of goodness. And
Yeah.
Lord Shiva is a Gunavatar in the mode of ignorance. Those are the 3 Gunavataras.
Yes,
Isn't it?
yeah, that answers the question.
What is the next question?
Okay, so I think we're done with the document, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
So,
actually done with the questions we have so far, Prabhuji.
I think
Akka,
Roshni had some.
yeah, Akka, you can go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Must speak louder.
Hare Krishna.
I can hear him. Go ahead.
Prabhuji, I have, it's a like normal question, but it's like Bhishmadev actually fell on the bed of arrows, something around in Damodar Kartik month like that. In that month, and we have Bhishma Panchak in Damodar month, but Bhagavad Gita happened during December around, later, somewhat after 1.5 months like that we get. But Gita happened only for 18 days. How come Bhishma Dev was on the bed of arrows long back since Damodar month?
If I understand your question correctly, you are asking why Bhishmadev is on the bed of arrows for 18 days, you said?
Like it is said, Bhagavad Gita happened, like Kurukshetra happened for 18 days, right? The war.
Right. Hmm.
But Bhishma Dev was on bed of arrows even before 1 month or 1.5 months. Since Damodar month, in Damodar month, we have Bhishma Panchak, which means he was on the bed of arrows. He was doing the Damodar Rath on the last 5 days. But we have the advent of Bhagavad Gita later on after 1 or 1.5 months. But how come even before starting Krishna telling the Bhagavad Gita, Bhishma Dev was on the bed of arrows? Like it only happened for 18 days Kurukshetra, but he was on, it is mentioned like it's since a long time. We can't understand the time zone actually.
I think I'm missing something. I'm sorry.
Roshni, could you please?
Yeah, yeah. So, Prabhuji, like during Bhishma Panchaka, was Bhishma Dev already on the bed of arrows?
Oh, actually, no, sir. I didn't hear. Amma, if you don't mind, repeat again. I was, I was such, that there is a small, I missed the in between. So, Mahabharata, can you repeat again? Question again? I'll answer. I'll try.
Yeah, Prabhuji. So, Mahabharata happened for 18 days, no, Prabhuji. So,
True.
we celebrate Gita Jayanti, which means like that's when Gita was spoken in sometime around after Kartik month, which is in December usually. But
Mm.
then Bhishma Panchaka is like at the end of Damodar month, no, Prabhuji.
Mm.
So if Bhishma Dev was already on the bed of arrows, then how is it
No, no,
December?
no. Bhishma Panchaka, Bhishma did not. We are talking about Krishna. Bhishma's war is at the last year of his life. And
Hmm.
Bhishma used to do Bhishma Panchaka during his life.
Oh,
You got my point?
Yes,
yes.
Prabhuji.
Yeah. And one more thing is there, but that's a little more technical. Will let us not touch it. Maybe no, let me with USCS we don't speak more than needed. So likewise with you also, there's a little more information with Bhishma say lying on the bed of arrows, but I will, anyway, you got your answer right.
Yes, Prabhuji. And how many days does Bhishma Dev lie on the bed of arrows, Prabhuji?
Bhishma they will lie, He was in the bed of arrows. This comes in Bhagavatam.
Mm.
You know, after the 10th day he fell down, right?
Mm.
10th day, so when 10th day when he fell down, so they created Ampasaya. Saya means the bed of arrows.
Mm.
Then Bhishma Dev stayed on that Mahabharata war. Pandavas became victorious. Then Pandavas, on the instruction of Krishna, they go to Bhishma Dev. And Bhishma Dev trains Maharaj Yudhishthira how to rule the world. He gives all the knowledge. This is given in Mahabharata and is also a little bit given in Bhagavatam. So as he was telling, the sun changed his direction to northern hemisphere. Sun changes his direction to northern hemisphere from Sankranti onwards, January 14th onwards. So that's what's called Uttarayan. Uttarayan means you can go back to Godhead. The doors of Vaikuntha are open. So as he was speaking, the sun changed the direction to northern hemisphere. And on Vaikuntha, on Ekadasi, actually next Ekadasi is actually Bhishma Ekadasi. So Bhishma left the world. But one thing is there, devotees don't need to look for Ekadasi and all. The 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita is attaining the Supreme. All the instructions given there are for Ashtanga yogis.
Yeah.
But Bhishma has this benediction from his father, Swachanda Maranam. When he sacrificed for his father, he said, I'll never marry. Shantanu gave him a benediction. You'll have a Swachanda Maranam, means you'll die only when you want. Then what he did, he used it. He wanted to make sure he'll go back to God at right time. So he remembering Krishna at the time of death. Actually, Krishna was right before him. That Krishna, he didn't call Krishna. Actually, Krishna came because he led a life of bhakti throughout his life. Krishna himself came. That's why we say, even if you chant throughout your life, even if you don't remember Krishna, Krishna will remember you and he'll take you back to Godhead. So start doing bhakti today. Start chanting today.
Yes, Prabhuji.
And one last question, Prabhuji, why did actually the Lord chose this Bharata Bhumi, like this Bharata land, to incarnate himself, like this entire world? Why he only chose India to incarnate?
Brahma, in ancient times, this entire world is called Bharatvarsh. So, and especially this India, it is holiest of all the places actually. All the incarnations walked here, more or less practically every, even other religions also, But anyway, recently one devotee was giving a nice comment on this. You need a home, you have a bedroom, bathroom, toilet, and you have a drawing room, all this room. But you have puja room also. If your puja room, you don't do anything there in that home, in that room, only puja only. So for the world, India is a puja room. So you have to keep it as clean as possible. And um, it's a very holy land, definitely. That's why you see all the rivers, wonderful rivers. I traveled, I went to the Middle East. I also traveled, East Asia. You don't see anybody. Actually, okay, you will know the glory of India when you come to fifth canto. There is a chapter called, uh, Residents of Jambudvipa Prayers. The chapter is there. If you read it, you'll know how glorious your birth is. You'll know. People who have taken birth in this tract of land, they can go back to Godhead in this lifetime. That much elevated and advanced. They are this much close to attaining God, and this much close to going back to Godhead. This is mentioned. I said, wow, I never knew this, the glory of India this much until I read Bhagavatam, the fifth canto. So, Amal, let me tell you, I used to teach yoga to Americans 2014-15. It took 3 months for them to memorize this Hare Krishna mantra. 3 months. Any Indian, even if he's atheistic, You'll memorize it in one shot. Yes or no? You agree? Only one shot. I have not seen any Indians struggling, putting the card for 10 days and chanting. Only one shot. Maybe 5 minutes. Somebody is very dull. So, because you have taken birth, actually another thing, you have taken birth in this land means you are taking birth as per your karma. Other areas will take birth as per your desire. That is also mentioned. Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Yes.
Okay, last
Thank
point. What is that? I have traveled all the places. Only in India we call it Bharata Mata. We regard the country also as a mother. Ganga Mata, river also Ganga, a mother. I did not see anybody calling America Statue of Liberty Mata.
you.
Nobody called America Liberty Mata, or Hudson Mata, Hudson River Mata. Nobody calls. Not only America, even nowhere. Thames River Mata, nobody calls. Only in India is that knowledge. When you see something spiritual, respect. Like if you see chicken and you see chicken as soul, you respect the chicken. If you don't see that, immediately, if you're a non-vegetarian, your mouth starts salivating. Means this object is for my enjoyment. It is true with man and woman also. If you see soul in a woman's body, oh, this is respect. This soul is Krishna's soul. Then respect. The moment you don't see that, you see only body. This is mentioned in Bhagavatam also. The moment you don't see me in relationship to anything, Arjuna, I don't know whether Arjuna or somebody, I think Bhagavatam it is there. Yeah. That is Maya, Krishna says. Any object you are dealing with, when you don't connect to that object, don't connect into that object without Krishna, that object is Maya for you. You understanding?
Yes, Prabhuji.
It is true with your education also. It is true with the family members also. It is true with the colleagues and friends also. When you see Krishna, you will see Krishna. Then for you, the prelude to seeing Krishna is you have to see that person as soul. When you see that person as spiritual, then you will understand it's not the body. When it's not the body, even if you're spiritually down, you'll not be agitated. Even if though it is Maya, but at least you'll realize this Maya. But if not, you'll be agitated. It's true with me, it is true with everyone actually. Understanding?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Any other question? Anything else?
Roshni? Anything?
Mostly that's all, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much and amazing. Your questions are amazing. But for there is two words, jnanam and vijnanam. Jnan, vijnan. These two words are there. What is the difference? Difference is jnan means theoretical knowledge. You're asking questions and I'm giving you. And there is one more word, vijnan. If you are not hungry, even if you eat the best food, you cannot absorb the nutrients of that food. So what makes the body absorb the food, nutrients of the food? Hunger. Likewise, one should have an intense desire to make progress. And what translates theory into realization? Vijnan means realized knowledge. Jnana means theoretical knowledge. So what translates theoretical knowledge into realization is tapasya. Tapasya means sadhana. Otherwise, after tomorrow, by this time, you'll forget whatever I have spoken next. In 2 hours, you will remember only 10%. And by tomorrow morning, you'll forget everything. But what if you have an intense appetite to make progress on the path of spirituality? To the extent you have that intense appetite, or even tapasya if you do. Actually, initially I was not understanding Bhagavad Gita. It's very easy to quote verses. But then I thought, Somebody said, what should you do? You chant the holy name. And actually, that is the impetus for me to reach 16 ounce. I reached 16 ounce. Then slowly start understanding. Problem is people don't drink cow milk nowadays. Second thing is there is abuse, bodily abuse based on this by watching videos, that this, that, all the junk. You know. So whatever is bad, Kali means whatever is bad is promoted officially. That is Kali Yuga. Promoted by government, promoted even by family members, unfortunately. Then what happens? First of all, the brain tissues don't grow. Second thing, if you watch these type of things too much, they will be burnt off. So maybe because of your good birth, you may memorize the verses, but you don't understand. Even if you understand, you will not have the strength to even apply. When you don't apply, it will not become a realization. It will become a theory. Means you will be quoting to others and others will apply and it will benefit them, but it will not work for you. So what makes Vijnana into Vijnana? Tapasya, sadhana. Sadhana means raising in the morning, give up the lethargy and what are the different angas of bhakti you practice. Then, because end of the day, Paramatma has to use. I'll tell you one thing, you guys are doing PhD. You know who has to reveal you? Paramatma has to reveal you. Anything new, something new you want to invent, that knowledge has to come from Paramatma.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Very, very grateful and Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyasya pattanam pavanabhyo vaishnavibhyo nantapat vaishnavibhyo Srila Prabhupada. Amen. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, thank you.
Thank you.